George Parker, political editor of the Financial Times, who in his time at that newspaper has seen a few ministerial resignations in his time. But George, can you remember one with quite so much invective as this one?
No, I can't really. I mean, He's gone out on a blaze of glory, hasn't he? And I suppose it's slightly fitting in a way that he's gone out in an angry style.
Yes.
But you can see probably what some civil servants encountered at some of the meetings behind closed doors. He's obviously very angry about the way he's been treated. And as you say, he's spelt that out, first of all, in an article in the Daily Telegraph, then in this interview with the BBC, and also, of course, in his resignation letter to Rishi Sunak. He feels he's been hard done by. He feels he's a victim of a stitch-up by some civil servants, a media witch hunt, Kafkaesque saga he's described it as. So, yeah, he's pretty angry.
And he is speaking for, I mean, there is some support on the Tory benches for that view, isn't it, there, George, about the idea that the civil service is sort of quite congenitally against conservative or particular types of conservatism and particular types of policies, as he's articulated there. And, in addition, that there are Conservative MPs who essentially think that Raab was simply robust and these people just can't handle it.
Yeah, I mean, you've heard people like Jacob Rees-Mogg previously saying that some civil servants are a bit snowflakey. They can't take criticism. And certainly you're right, there is a view across parts of the Tory party that the civil service is sort of full of liberal types who don't like the agenda that Conservative government is setting. And, you know, you saw exposition of that view from Liz Truss, didn't you? Sort of the civil service were in there with the Treasury and the Bank of England and the people with podcasts and the FT. To be honest, you know, if you've been in power for 13 odd years, it's a bit rich, I think, to blame the officials for obstructing your agenda. If you're a government, a proper government, you should be able to get things through. And by and large, I think most ministers would say the civil service do a pretty good job in difficult circumstances, and they're not going out of their way to frustrate ministers and what they're trying to achieve.